that works. I should have said, we're going something. Look at me to see what I've seen. I need to see.
My family is filled with poetesses and poets, artists, healers, musicians,
Szunnriszessz, planet Earth,
co-secretary generals, co-SZTARRISZE.
As our spiritual, genealogical, local, global, universal, Voyager, and shared her and his family community enterprise. Our new millennial year's mission to rediscuss and re-understand, sustain, and explore are and all are in fact familiar new worlds of family community, of the tree of love, life, and light, throughout the solar system and universe, to restore, renew, and sustain our and new life and new sustainable civilizations, present retroactively and now, with balance and future, always balancing, to lovingly, genealogically, and both become and be space-time travelers whenever and where we have in dimensional reality, all in part been before, if also never been before, in alternative space-time lines that are circles, which are of the universal EQ, IQ, and SQ continuum, balance, combinations of the ever-expanding circle which spirals and grows, budding and blooming in space-time. Love and live enlightened, ever young, long, and prosper all both in each and every one. Engage your heart, mind, soul, and body, for we all, both and each, both and all, can, must, and marvelously and miraculously make it so.
In the thunderous blast, she emerges, her eyes on fire, the mighty priestess. She's risen from the nativity of God. She is risen from the fires of the earth. She is risen. She is risen.
We are risen.
She is risen. She is risen.
We are risen.
We all are risen via my intercession and your and our cooperation as co-secretary generals, co-SZTARRISZE. Equinox True Cues.
महालक्ष्मी मृडप्रिया महारूपा महापूज्या महापातकनाशिनी महामाया महासत्त्वा महाशक्ति महारथी महाभूता महेश्वर्या महावीर्या महाबला महाबुद्धि महासिद्धि महायोगीश्वरेश्वरी महातंत्र महामंत्र महायंत्र महासना महायागक्रमाराध्या ओम महाभैरवपूजिता महेश्वर महाकल्पक महातांडव साक्षिणी महाकामेश महिषी महात्रिपुर सुंदरी चतुष्षष्टि उपचाराढ्या चतुष्षष्टि कलामयी महाचतुष्षष्टिकोटियोगिनी गणसेविता
question of that. No. Words. What's I should have said the poem. So beautiful. So look at me to see what I see. You need to see.
My family is filled with poetesses and poets, musicians, artists, healers, anthropologists must be, biologists, astrologers, astronomers, theologians. We are all co-secretary generals, co-saviorahs, equinox true Qs, as soon as they form their circles and gather the Shekinahs and the young Shekinah Sakinas, age 37 and younger. That's all it's taking, and it's been very hard for them, very hard for them. But that's all they need to do.
This day I call the heavens and the earths as witnesses intercessorily for and hopefully and prayerfully not against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessings and curses. Now choose love and life with light, so that you and your children may live. For I give you good doctrine, forsake ye not our new millennial law.
Okay. That's a good Christian. maybe plant a nice sunflower or a European black. This is Anna Marie, singing Green, and I am Cherokee Cheyenne, Blackfoot, and L1 Dakota, and I am also a French English teacher. We create island beings. That means we are all related. We embrace the new millennial goals group as the law of Alltimate of the sacred ground that is Mother Earth and all the planets of all the universes.
Welcome to our Starry Hours broadcast. It's going to be brief because we have a great deal of work to do on our hearings that we are holding, trying to help our humanity understand the difference and the implications cumulatively over time of parity compared to patriarchy. This seems to be very difficult for many people because they are deeply embedded in patriarchy and they don't want to know that they are. They want to pretend that it isn't so, or that it doesn't matter and that patriarchy is the right way. They want to pretend. They want to pretend it doesn't cause war. They want to pretend it doesn't cause waste and want, and they want to pretend it doesn't cause worry. They want to pretend. They want to pretend. They want their daddies. They miss their daddies. They don't understand that it's patriarchy that removes their daddies from the home. They don't like their mommies very much. They see too much of their mommies, and their mommies often act like daddies. So we have the situation that we're in at end stage patriarchy here. We have a very dumbed down and becoming more and more depraved humanity. That is our condition. However, I believe that all people always have the light on in their hearts at some level. Even when they're very, very dark, almost completely dark, there's a little bit of light. And the budding, blooming flowers, it is becoming spring in our northern hemisphere, and it's autumnal spring in the southern hemisphere. The flowers are blooming. The colors are coming forth. The rainbows are there. Do you see them? Can you find them? Or is your methane and your carbon clouding your air so badly that you can't? Why do you let this happen? Because mostly, I'll tell you, 99% of it is the women of this culture can't talk to each other. They don't want to talk to each other. They don't want to talk to each other, and they don't want to talk to each other, and they don't want to talk to each other. And if they talk to each other, they're afraid to talk about purity. They just don't want to. They have a big block. They have been mind programmed to have the block, and they do. So here we are, drifting. I don't think we're drifting. We're plummeting. We're plummeting toward a collapse of our planet, toward a yang-yang culture that is so extreme that even the yangs can't cope with it. We'll have our hearings tomorrow. We want you to look at these websites, these little graphics. We will be calling witnesses. We're working on getting our notices out to our witnesses. It takes a while, and some of them don't want to present, and I have to present for them. And so it's going to take a while. Let's hope I'm not arrested in the interim, because if I am, I believe your world is toast. And I've done some errors in my own process here. You're a very difficult population now. You're very resistant to talking about anything pertaining to women, because the women of the North American culture threw each other away. They threw gender representation away. They threw life and family work balance away, love and work balance away. They were busy talking about abortion and a little bit LGBT. And the whole issue of representation for the entire gender and the balance of love and work not on the agenda, and especially not on the agenda of the media. There they didn't show up at all, and neither did any of the story of Mother Earth and the solar energy revolution. Nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. We have a lot of people to do a hearing about. We all partook, including myself, and that's the tragedy. I myself, for too many decades, participated in patriarchy, and as a result, without knowing it, I thought I was very egalitarian, and I always was woman-friendly. I didn't expect this to happen. Now I see that I was rather rare in this society, that this society is more genderist than not, that the balance was tipped toward the yang, deeply tipped toward the yang and against the yin in the North American society for a very long time. So I have my hands full, and we don't know what the outcome will be. It looks to me that the ultimate judgment has already occurred and that our world is not going to make it. But we do have maybe some moments to say the right things and do the right things. And maybe if we are reincarnated on another planet, saying the right things and doing the right things as we approach, like the people who were playing the beautiful melodies on the Titanic, the orchestra. The people who got in the orchestra probably went to some heavenly place. So let's get in the orchestra. It's always worthwhile to do the right thing. Always, always, always. Time never runs out on that. So it's just that after things degrade to a certain point, it's harder to find the right thing to do because there's nobody to do it with. Let's bring you back into the loving light of the circle, and let's make our judgments for humanity instead of against ourselves and one another. We love you all. Goddess God loves you all and wants to break through your denial. Denial is your greatest enemy right now. So let's wake up, and we'll be preparing our hearings. We hope we'll get them started tomorrow. And that's our plan on your behalf. I speak as your paraclete, the first but not last or only cosmic Christ. God is God willing that I might be able to serve you that way yet. And I ask your forgiveness for being very late in rising and not having understood what your problem was earlier on in my life. Bless you all, and we'll broadcast more in the Sunday hours tomorrow, or today, later today.